Good. I was going to say good morning. It is still morning here. Happy Monday and welcome to the daily reading for the 22nd of January. And today's reading is going to be from Sarah Van Brethnick's Simple Abundance. And the title of today is Prosperity of Living. And there's a quote from Anne Morrow Lindbergh, which starts the page. Woman must be the pioneer in this turning inward for strength. In a sense, she has always been the pioneer. I'm going to read that again. Woman must be the pioneer in this turning inward for strength. In a sense, she has always been the pioneer. These are challenging times in which we live, but we are not the only generation of women to have known difficult days. It is comforting to realize that others before us have persevered and prospered. During the dark days of the Depression, an editorial in the October 1932 issue of Ladies' Home Journal encouraged readers to remember that the return of good times is not wholly a matter of money. There is a prosperity of living which is quite as important as prosperity of the pocketbook. But the magazine stressed that it is not enough to be willing to make the best of things as they are. Resignation will get us nowhere. We must build what amounts to a new country. We must revive the ideals of the founders. We must learn the new values of money. It is time for pioneering to create a new security for the home and the family. Where we are specialists in spending, we are becoming specialists in living. Actually, where we were specialists in spending, we are becoming specialists in living. I remember the exact moment when I found that quote. I was mining my acre of diamonds, seated on the floor of an antique shop, perusing women's periodicals from the past for hints on how to live successfully today. I had been on the Simple Abundance path for a year and felt like a pioneer. In fact, I felt exactly like a woman who had picked up her family and all her worldly possessions in Boston to start across country in a covered wagon in search of the promised land. For 2,000 miles, I had kept the dream of a better life alive, while enduring Indian attacks, epidemics, drought, blizzards, tornadoes, snakes, and salted beef. By this, I was in the Nebraska territory with 1,000 more miles to go, but I had come too far to turn back. Like that pioneer woman, I was discouraged. When I found that magazine, I immediately embraced it. As a telegraph message to my soul. Keep going, don't stop. You're on the right path, and you are not alone. From that moment, I have never looked back. I learned firsthand that the Simple Abundance path has the power to transform lives. Are you ready to become a pioneer? Then it's time to invest your soul with all the creative energy at your disposal. Think of me as your scout, your own personal pathfinder. These past few years, I've gone ahead and cleared brush from the trail. This much I'll tell you at the outset, the path spirals and takes time. It will take us a year, but it is comforting and nurturing. It can also be undertaken only one day at a time. Don't be afraid. We are not alone. Like pioneers on the trail, we will learn to live by our own, goes on another page, our own lights and the stars of heaven. For that is all we need. There is no obstacle that true grit and amazing grace cannot overcome. Well, that was a bit longer than I thought it was going to be, or maybe I was just reading really slowly. Pioneers, we're all pioneers. Men, women, children, we're all pioneers of our own lives. And we can choose to embrace the pioneer in us or just stay still, and not go on that wagon-covered journey of 2,000 miles across the country. And I'm in Canada, so our country is vast, and I have been to the East Coast, but not as far as I can go. And I've been to the West Coast as far as I can go. And it's a huge country. I need to go north as far as I can go. And I have been south as far as I can go, because there's not very far between Toronto and the United States. So yeah, it's 5 minutes. That was the reading. And I wish you all a wonderful day wherever you are. See you tomorrow. Namaste. And I'm sending love to you all. Bye now.